I'm Jim Check. You're watching Now Media with me, Aravind Ravindran. I hope I got that right. Country coordinator for Heartfulness Canada. Welcome.
Hi, Jim. Thanks for having me here, and it's great to be part of this.
Yeah, and you're here to talk about the Day of Peace right there, and obviously at this time in the world, definitely we could use some peace. And like the theme for this year is "Act Now for a Peaceful World."
That's correct, Jim. And the UN celebrates the Peace Days every year, and they've started this in 1987. And from 2001, they earmarked 21st of September as the International Day of Peace. So since then, Heartfulness has supported that, and every year we've been celebrating it in different countries. And this year's theme is very appropriate. It is Act Now for a Peaceful World. There's a sense of urgency in the way the message is put across. And it's UN's way of encouraging a lot of the individual voices and small voices to talk about the peace. And we are joining in that movement, in this voice for everyone to be heard, but in our own beautiful way. We have celebrating this across Canada this year.
Yeah, and you guys bring yoga into it because I know I helped a couple years ago. There was one here in town a couple years ago, and it was and there's yoga that's part of this as well. It's because that's the teachings of yoga. Obviously, bring peace to mind, right?
Correct, yeah. So we do earmark many of the UN days, and this one's very special to us. Heartfulness as an organization, we teach meditation and various contemplative practices like relaxation, rejuvenation. All of that is aimed towards bringing in individual peace. And our overarching goal is to have human integration and elevation of consciousness. So, in alignment with those principles, we've been operating, trying to teach all these practices for free. And meditation is one of the core aspects of this practice. And research and various studies have suggested how meditation can contribute to inner well being and as well as outer well being. And certainly, it's a very powerful but a very simple technique that can be adopted. And we combine it with the wisdom of the heart, it becomes even more powerful. So, for this Peace Day, we are doing various, in fact, we are doing a peacefulness challenge, a 21-day challenge, where people can join in. And we have various themes in this challenge each day for 21 days. And this is happening across Canada with participation from at least 25 cities, one in the East Zone and one in the West Zone. We have a Zoom link for that. And people who achieve a certain number of attendance, we are going to award them a Peace Ambassador certificate. So that's something we found motivated and encouraged people last year. And this year, we're going to do this across 10 cities in Canada where we have in person events, and we are celebrating in a big way. But it's going to be the largest synchronized celebration of peace in Canada. And we have so many peace ambassadors who are going to be receiving their certificates across Canada, which is a monumental thing for us.
Yeah, and it's going to happen in West Bank, I take it, on September 19th.
It's actually on 21st of September. We do have the celebration happening in West Bank, and in fact, it's going to be the West Lions Community Center on the 21st of September. Actually, it's the same date as the International Day of Peace,
Oh,
and
okay.
that's when we are celebrating it. And we have so many dignitaries and so many people support us in Kelowna as well, in West Kelowna. I'm really grateful to Honorable Mayor God Milson, and I'm going to read out a few other names who have been very helpful for us. Um, so, excuse me, just need to look at my screen for this in order not to miss out anybody. MLA Gavin Dew, City Councillor Tasha Da Silva, Julie Pringle, Vice President of Greater West Board of Trade, and Director of BC Conservative Party Pavneet Singh, and former MPs Tracy Gray and Larry Gray, and City Furniture Das Kondala. They've all been very supportive of our initiative. And this year, we are also creating a peace wall. One of the beautiful things is so many people are joining us in this voice for peace, in this movement. We have created a peace wall where small businesses individuals and organizations can come together and contribute their name towards the peace. And it's already growing pretty big. And this is something happening in Kelowna as well as across Canada. It's beautiful to see people getting on this bandwagon for peace and joining voices with us to create a huge ripple. We started off with this celebration in two cities here last year. Now we've grown to 10 cities. We've already gathered a lot of attention and a lot of information seeking from various NGOs and UN chairs about our event in Canada. So we plan to take this forward next year in a bigger way, and hopefully this will go global as well.
And definitely give peace a chance. I think if you can find a peaceful mind. I know that you guys do a lot of stuff, and a lot of it's free. Is finding peace of mind, and if you can find peace of mind, obviously you can spread that peace of mind to others.
That's right, Jim. In fact, you pointed out a very important aspect. Peace for peace, the word itself or the meaning of peace could mean so many things different to different people, right? For somebody in a war torn area, they would mean it's a cessation of war or having a ceasefire. For somebody who is going through a lot of violence in their personal life or domestic abuse, non-violence and lack of this violence could mean peace. It could be social equality, lack of discrimination. So many things can mean peace to so many people. And above all of this, if you look at it, and sadly, it boils down to our human mind and the excesses of human mind or the tendencies of the human mind. And that's what our global guide, even our heartfulness guide, Daji, wants to address. And he wants the UN to take this up as one of the goals of the UN as how to correct these tendencies and behavior in the human mind, because all of these aspects which we face today in the world boils down to either greed or hatred, prejudice, or so many other negative tendencies within the human mind. If we are able to resolve that or correct these tendencies, peace can be long lasting. So it's about bringing a permanent solution to peace, not some band aid or a quick fix, because achieving some of this is great, but it may spring up in a different way elsewhere. However, if you're able to culminate some long standing practices or results, slowly and steadily we can start changing the world for a better way to live.
Yeah, I'd even go further and say, like, some people it's just a peace of mind, and just like, if you have an overactive mind sometimes, and you have lots of anxiety and all kinds of other things, and maybe you react too strongly for getting a coffee, and you get mad at the person serving you the coffee. Just finding a peace of mind, because you can spread peace just as you could spread anger, resentments, and anxiety. I mean, the same thing, right? So you can either spread good or bad, right? So, I mean, if you could choose and you could spread peace, would the world be a better place?
Absolutely. Yeah, you pointed it out correctly. If when it comes to some of the studies, some of the violent or some of the tendencies which spreads quite quickly is hatred and prejudice. And the only equivalent or countered or an antidote to that in terms of a positive emotion that can be very infectious or spread like wildfire is emotions like joy and wonder. So I would add peace as well, where it can be contagious too, if we hit the right notes and right messages.
Yeah, I mean, I always boil it down when I was talking to my kids, and that is instead of raising your hand, extend a hand. And if somebody joins you, that you're better off than raising your hand and having, a hand raised against you, right? So,
Correct. And that's another aspect this year. I'm noticing a lot of youth have been speaking up for peace, and we have had interactions from youth in Heartfulness as well, who have come together and contributing to this movement of peace and speaking up again for peace. We also have, like you said, if we can have the children and have appropriate ways to educate children about being kind, being generous, and instilling a lot of good values, that would be helpful for the future of the world as well. And we do have initiatives across the globe with Heartfulness reaching out to universities and schools with different types of programs. And I have to say that it's heartwarming to see all the volunteers outside of their own time who are taking time to do these things, to spread the message of some basic practices or some simple skills. For me, just like swimming or having certain skills, meditation is an essential skill as well. When we learn it early, so many leaders, so many entrepreneurs, so many CEOs, they can attest to the fact that they use meditation as a technique or a tool to enhance their life, in whether it's material or personal life or spiritual life. So why not teach them at a very young age, and they can be thoughtful people, thoughtful leaders, and thoughtful individuals as they grow up.
Yeah, so again, the event that's happening here in West Kelowna there, it's on September 21st. And it's, what's that?
Sorry, yeah, sorry to interrupt.
No, that's go ahead. You go ahead. And it's at the, where's it again at? I'm just trying to find it here on.
Yeah, so it's West Bank Lions Community Center.
Hmm.
It's on the main street of West
Right.
Kelowna.
2466 Main Street, West Kelowna. And
Correct.
officiating there will be the mayors. And are you going to be here at this event, or are you at a different event?
So we have a similar event going on in Vancouver. Our event is at 4 to 7 p.m. here in Pitt Meadows. We the event is co-organized with the city of Pitt Meadows, just like where our group of meditators have the West Kelowna mayor come there. We have an event here with the mayor of Pitt Meadows coming to the event. By the way, the event in West Kelowna will be between 1 to 3 p.m. over there on 21st of September. So we do have various events. So unfortunately, this time I won't be able to make it to Kelowna, but I do look forward to come to Kelowna because it's one of the special places for me. Last time I was there, I had a opportunity to interact with several of the community leaders and the business people in the West Kelowna Chamber of Commerce event. It's a group of very friendly people who are very open, and they do support each other and look after each other. And that there was a sense of camaraderie and friendship. And of course, it's a beautiful city as well, so always love to come there. But sadly, not this time because of the overlap of events happening here.
And if you want to find out more, you can go to the website heartfulness.ca. And I think we can pull that up here so you can see that. And if you can't make this event, there are like a lot of free programs that are offered all year long as well.
That's correct. Anybody who wants to join this, and if you're watching somewhere across Canada, we have events happening across 10 cities in Canada. And one of the commitments for our piece is not just the 21-day challenge or these in-person events. We've been contributing to peace. Just one of the examples I would say is we group together at 9 p.m. every night for a 15-minute offering of meditation collectively, with a collective thought, may there be peace and harmony amongst individuals and amongst all living things in the earth. So that collective intention, we've been doing this for several years. And this is one of the ways of us to contribute to world peace or even individual peace, sending out this collective thoughts. So it is
And
a year
how do
long.
people find that? Go to the website, and then there's like a Facebook, or where is that? Where would they find that?
That information can be found on the heartfulness.ca website as well. And anybody who's attending these events will be given those information too. And we do have Heartfulness several Instagram and Facebook pages, and all of those will carry that information also.
Yeah, so they go to the website there, heartfulness.ca, and you can find the details for this event, as well as, they got an Instagram, a Facebook, an X account, YouTube, and just a general email account, right? So, yeah, great work. And like I said, at this time of where the world's at right now, give peace a chance. I think that was a good song at one point too, right? Give peace a chance, right? So,
Yeah, we need to keep playing that.
yeah, over and over and over again, give peace a chance, right? especially for our youth, because I mean, our youth are our future, right? And it's easier to teach the youth than sometimes break people of bad habits and bad reactionary habits. Like it's lots of times they're learned behaviors, the reactionary behaviors, right? So,
That's correct. Yes. And if they are guided in a adequate way, and they can be inspiration for so many others. Even now, the youth continue to inspire us in many ways, and most parents will know that how children inspire their parents as well and help them to change.
and
So
I
well said, Jim.
and I'd say that if you're out there and you're experiencing or see somebody doing something that you don't believe is right, instead of reacting with more anger, try to change um, their mental state at that moment with an act of kindness, and you'll see a lot of people will just be kind of shocked, and all of a sudden they will change. Instead of like belittling them or doing something, just extend a hand and say, I can help. That's it. That's all you got to do, right? I can help.
True. Just
Yeah.
be available and
Well,
be open.
there you go. Well, thank you for your time today. And again, September 21st. Go to the website, though. You'll find all the details you need there. Heartfulness.ca. If you're in another city, there's an event in 10 cities, like you're saying. And you can find an area looked at, or you can, is it going to be live streamed on any of these? Is it going to be so people can watch it in one of these cities, or?
There's no live stream that's going to happen on the YouTube, but there may be snippets of it on the Instagram pages.
Okay. Okay. Well, there you go. Something you can do next year is live streaming.
Thank you for putting that thought in here.
I open it up to a larger audience, right? Because again, like I said, the world needs more actions of peace right now.
Yes, correct. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you for the great work that your organization, Heartfulness, is doing, and I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to the event, and spread the word of peace. There you go. Thank you.
And thank you also for supporting our event. And I know this resonates well within your philosophy and your goals. So I'm glad that you're also partnering with us or willing to support us for this cause, and for all the organizations, sponsors, and partners, and the peace ambassadors who have taken who have taken part in this. My heartfelt gratitude to you all. Hope to see you all in a bigger way next year.
Thank you, and thank you for watching Now Media.
We don't just report the news, we live here too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Kelowna Now, local, independent. News you can trust.